and welcome, my lovely Cancer. Cancer, I am the Queen of Clovers. My readings focus on life, craft, action, and of course, love. This is your full moon in Virgo reading. That's February 27th. The full moon will be, and this reading will go through up to the new moon through March 13th, also Saturday. So this is going to be a feminine, masculine reading. Feminine and masculine reading, love reading, because it's the energy I'm pulling in. Sorry, team. It's the full snow moon in Virgo. I already feel your Cancer energy before I even got this reading going. You guys are in a hurry because what I have here is you guys are already so Virgo energy is warm, comforting. It's that perfect home environment, and it can be a little perfectionist, but it's putting everything in order. And you guys are loving that energy as Cancers, but you're putting everything in order to get ready to leave the home, Cancer. If this pandemic is burdening you as much as this California girl, you guys are ready to just get out. And of course, I see your Seven of Cups to start the reading, and that would be options, dreams, thoughts, ideas in love. You guys are focused on it. You're not even looking for it, though. You're just feeling it. Yeah, you're just feeling it. You're probably hanging out with a lot of friends or trying to like reconnect with friends or trying to get back into activities, feminine, because you're just a little run down from it's a combination of the winter and the pandemic, but you guys are more focused on love and because you guys are very cuppy yourselves, but it's almost like you're feeling like so you know when you have like a crush on like a couple different guys, and you're always thinking you know, and you have fantasies about them, and you're like, oh, maybe he'll call me, or oh, I love when he stares at me, or that kind of stuff. You're done with that. You're done with that watching these pots not boil kind of thing. You're really just ready to get out there, really much more than I ever thought. Cancer being the home sign, you know. No, you guys are done. You're ready to just be out there. Let's check out what your masculine who's watching you. Somebody who's sowing the seeds. Pulled the Virgo card for the full moon in Virgo, your masculine, and this. All right, he's worked his butt off to get rid of this. The ache of it all. Oh, he's reaping the benefits. He is feeling very royal. But above that, he's also feeling that warmth of love. He's letting go of any burdens, all burdens, because he's finally reaping the rewards. This is somebody who made a sacrifice for something. It's like going back to school after having a career and going from making like real money and having health insurance and car insurance and a car payment, all that, to being a student, you know, delivering Postmates or something. It's that kind of energy, like a major sacrifice in his finances. This is somebody who may have, you know, I think of, this is really sexy, actually, masculine energy, because it feels like the energy when Steve Jobs left whatever, Apple, and he went to Pixar, and or you know, he kind of left some of these like big winners, or he had that big time when he was down and Apple really turned him away. It feels like it was almost a sacrifice or something he had to work on to recover from, that just he was not thinking about. Your masculine was not thinking about love, because he couldn't even provide a home, let alone some soft energy for you. Queen of Earth to give you. He just couldn't feel it. My goodness, what are you working on? This is feisty energy for the feminine here, Cancer. You've been through your own planning. You're kind of planning here, feminine, Cancer. Something with a little more fight. You had a little bit of a fight. You had to fight for a job or a promotion. You had to fight to get ahead. It took a lot of planning, a lot of effort, a lot of competition. But you got there. You're really building something. You're really the reason you're so filled with love right now in this moon in Virgo, so earthy, but it's still homey, and you're embracing everything like you're walking on little tulips, because you're just you've accomplished something. You've been through you planned it out, you fought it out. There was competition, but you've won. You're going to win that if you're working on something. If you don't feel like you're going to win it, or like, you know, you're on like 8th interview, have hope, because that is coming through real strong. Like the effort, the planning, the this is that kind of feminine energy that men adore, and it's that strength of a woman, kind of Gemini, kind of Cancerian energy. They really, this feminine, my love, Cancer, you got something here. And it could just be that your home is just that solid. Your base is just so solid now, and it's something you've worked on. It's you put the effort into. That's really what's kind of pulling on your energy the most, why you haven't been focused on love, or why you haven't really seen this masculine, who I think is, you think he's the King of Wands. He might be an air sign, Cancer. Is this masculine? Oh, this masculine. I hope he's not an air sign, though, because he'd be in reverse. And there's something really pouty about this, and maybe it's just the card, but I really feel that he's pouty because he's about to move towards you. And the way he's going to do it is he's going to try and pull on the reason this this king is in reverse, this king of air in reverse. He's one of those remember you weren't going to be watching any more of those fakey love things anymore. This is one of those guys that you probably dropped. And so you don't really look that favorably upon him, and it's for good reason, because this person doesn't think they can get you with love. Their masculine feels like they got to target you with some nostalgia, or something drippy love thing like roses, that they got to do something to get your attention. And yeah, you've been busy. Check it out. You got some 10 action here, and they're just eating it up over here with these 8s. And you're just not really noticing them. They're having trouble getting your attention. And so they've devised something. Maybe I'm going to see an old movie. If somebody invites you to go see an old movie, expect a love confession. My lovely Cancers. All right. You're gonna divorced, single, whatever, you could go into marriage. You really could. The worst thing you would have is just, right now, the way you see marriage is a risk for misadventure and a little heartache and some nightmares. It just seems like a nightmare scenario now that you have this established. You're building a kingdom, darlings. My Cancers, you're building a kingdom practically. And so you're kind of looking at marriage as a bit of you're kind of looking a little negative maybe, or you're looking at it as the next logical step, that it's kind of, you're risking yourself. You're really putting yourself out there. It's like putting yourself out there for the competition, and you're not very happy about it. Some of you might be playing a bit of a marriage game. You know how when you go to school for a just to meet a nice boy to marry, they call that the MRS degree, the Mrs. degree. It's kind of that behavior that you might be getting into, and just like showing up to events, you know, like going to Home Depot in a really short skirt and high heels. It is one way to, you know, when you go to lunch in the middle of the day to like Lowe's, and you're like in your work clothes, and sometimes those are heels and skirts. I always get hit on it. And it's an ego thing for me too, Cancer. I know you like that. But yeah, it's, your masculine is out of balls in their energy. They don't know what to do. You have already broke this masculine's heart, feminine. I have them in the King of Swords reverse, and the Queen of Swords reverse is on their mind right now. They kind of feel that negative energy coming off of you right now when it comes to time to approach you. Oh, you might be going to like a meet and greet, but it's like a meet and greet for millionaires or engineers or people with 401ks. There's something kind of like hoity-toity about it, Cancer, that this person thinks is, and you're approaching love in a little cold way that's making it difficult for them to really get to you. they're going to try and step back. They know you could be their queen, but they this masculine feels like he would interfere with your life if he entered your life right now. And you guys are kind of on the page of options and just getting out there. I think this masculine really does want to target you Cancers more. You do have somebody looking for you and wanting to be with you on the regular, but they're a little weak in love because they haven't thought about it for a long time. Like I said, this person may have made a big sacrifice to get to you, to get to this point, to be able to start thinking about a queen and setting up home shop. And you're kind of feeling that settle down feeling too, my Cancers, but I think that's just the way you live. But it's really starting to pull in this masculine. You guys are pulling, whatever you do though, keep doing, unless it's some of this husband searching that I'm feeling. You don't like it anyway based on the cards. It's giving you anxiety and nightmares, maybe even. I know you promised somebody you'd try it. It feels like the beginning of a very bad rom-com. So just, yeah, I think you need to just get yourself out there. You were much better in your first energy that you came in, and you might step out in this full moon to kind of like shine a light on things. You might step out to one of those events, and I think you should go. But if it's really giving you that much anxiety and risk, and if it doesn't feel solid to you, then of course don't go. But this masculine, you've already broken his heart somehow, and a lot of it has to do with the way you've grown. And so it's like, I know how I'm going to get this girl. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know it's going to like set her heart on fire. She's going to feel like a little girl getting a handful of flowers from a little boy, kind of like sweet love feeling. But then the pandemic ends and they kind of see what you've been doing. And then they're like, holy crap, that baloney it's not going to work on her now. I got to come up with something totally new. This is a wholly new woman. She's even twice as much as I could have imagined. But she's just, coming out. The Hermit, Virgo card. It is coming out of that, in reverse, coming out of that introspection, that pandemic living, and that One of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of speaking out. When it comes to the swords and their air energy. This is advice from Spirit, and it is to just speak your truth. And money is going to be, there's going to feel stalemate in your money, Cancer, just for a little bit, and that's what's going to get you focused on some headier stuff as you're coming out of this. You're going to have to voice a lot. This is almost like fake it till you make it. Feeling for something, and you're like about to make it, so you can sort of fake it. Don't lie, of course, but this is definitely when you come out, use your voice. There's a lot about like voice in this reading, and preparing to leave the home, and preparing to just get out there. And I picked that up even before the reading started, so this is just doubling back on that energy. Hermit in reverse, get out there. You've sorted enough, you've gone through enough. There's almost nothing left to throw away in your closets, kind of thing. And you just need to get out there and just really show them what you've got. I mean, you alone with your voice, is extremely strong. Don't flash your pence. Don't go for the money. Just go for the truth. Go for the brain of it. It's calling to you, and it just seems like it's really sexy to you and where you want to go right now, which is out of the house. Can't blame you, Cancers. All right, thank you for listening to my reading and sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, and have a great full moon.